Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. This is William Heinman. I'm your host, and this is Just Force 911, where we look at how our public officials do their job, well, or they get sued for it, because they didn't. Um, yeah. Okay, so anyway, guys, this one here comes to us from Press NH Now. Okay, that's New Hampshire now. Press New Hampshire now. So anyway, this is an update on their lawsuit. This is what every single person out there should be doing to the corrupt officials who, for some reason, think that they're above the law because they think they're sovereign citizens. You've heard me chatter about this on the site, and I'm not giving up. So here you go. Anyway, go over to Press NH Now and tell him I sent you. Subscribe to his channel, hit his like and share so you help about his algorithms. And the information will be down below in the link. Um, that being said, if you could please subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much. I can't say enough. Thank you for those who have subscribed. Um, you know, it's it's an uphill battle sometimes because sometimes we have the help of the search engines, and sometimes we just flat don't. I'm trying to get to 3,000. We're at 2,750 now. So if you guys can help me out, I'd appreciate it so much, and I do appreciate it. Thank you. Um, with that being said, the bell icon, lets you know when I put out a new video. The thumbs up, thumbs down says how I do. It's your opinion. It's none of my business. It just tells me, what you guys are thinking, where we're at. If you hit the like and subscribe or the like and share button, it helps my algorithms. If anybody has any pixie dust that they can sprinkle over my algorithms to help me out, because I don't know any wizards, so that's the only way I know that this algorithm crap on YouTube works. I do not understand this whatsoever. I mean, one day I'm at 10,000 viewers. The next day I'm down to 300. Ugh, really? I mean, does YouTube, is it bipolar? Is that what it is? One day you're hot, next day you're not, or what? I don't get it. But one of my subscribers said it's wizards and pixie dust. So if anybody out there has any pixie dust, do me a favor, drop it on my algorithm so it does what it's supposed to do, because I don't understand it. Anyhow, but make sure you do leave a comment because I love reading the comments. You guys who enjoy my channel, thank you very much. This is the reason we're doing this, is because of you guys. We're trying to spread the word, get it out there, let people know what they can do. It just blows my mind that people think, well, you can't record me. You don't have my permission. Are you in public? Well, yeah. Hello? This isn't common. What am I talking about? Common sense. There is no common sense anymore. It's a bunch of people running around with their hair on fire. I don't get it. I really don't. But anyway, NH Now, if everybody did this, I'm telling you, it would just, their heads would explode. And I'm talking about those who were not doing the right thing as far as our public servants. I hate being put on the spot. Deputies, officers, sheriffs, police chiefs, clerks, judges, prosecutors, city council members, mayors, anybody that's put in that works for the government, that doesn't want to do their job. It's time to go. Get out. pack your bags and vamonos, or as Bay Area Transparency Bay Area Transparency. Say that 5 times fast. Can't say it once. Buckle and bounce. I do love that. Buckle and bounce. That's his. That comes from his channel. by chance, if you have a chance, go over and check him out. Tell him I sent you over there. He has a lot of really good videos. Like a lot of the rest of the auditors. I don't have the temperament to go out there. I would be out there for 5 minutes and I'd be arrested. I'd be either dead, in prison, or in jail, or all three. Because the first time they come up and started giving me a ration of shit, it'd be an unload. I don't deal with that crap at all. That's the reason I'm doing this. I'm doing my part by pushing the information along, getting it out to people. So anyway, that being said, check out the video. I hope you guys like it. Let me know. Like I said, let me know in the comments. And I love you guys. I really do. And thank you for all the support you guys have given me. I can't say it enough. Thank you.
What's going on, everyone? This is Press NH Now over here today at the United States District Court of New Hampshire to give you an update on the Charlestown, New Hampshire case with Chief Patrick Connors, who I am suing individually in his official capacity as well, along with the Charlestown, New Hampshire Police Department and dispatcher Serena Relihan, the dispatcher over there, that coincided with the chief to have me arrested for the phone calls that my subscribers initiated over at the department to petition and redress their grievances, and also the bail commissioner David A. Tucker as the defendants. Please make sure you go like, share, and subscribe to my channel at Press NH Now. I appreciate your support. Also check out my playlist to see some of those videos you might not have seen in the past.
Okay, now I'm going to stop right here for a second. You got to remember, these scumbag public servants, they think that they can make whatever laws they want. They can make up laws. The laws don't pertain to them because they have qualified immunity. Well, qualified immunity is becoming more and more finite, meaning that there's getting less and less wiggle room what they can and cannot do because they keep pulling this card. Let me see, what is it? Qualified immunity. Well, the courts are finding out that they're using this all the time, so what they can use it on is becoming less and less and less and less because they're just using it as a trump card. And it's like, no, you can't do that. But these people, I hate to say it again, guys, but they only have a 15 IQ, if that. They're not the brightest tools in the shed here. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to, it boggles my mind that these people don't know that they're public servants, that we expect a certain thing from them, like doing their job. The money that this is going to cost the taxpayers. Why isn't it come out of these people's pensions funds? That's where it should come from. They're the ones that messed up. We didn't. They did. Let them pay for it. Let their pension funds pay for it. Guaranteed this crap will stop overnight. Anyway, so back to the video. Sorry.
Hit that like button. Let all your friends and family know about my activism in and around the New England area. Always check your description. All links are included. Donations are greatly appreciated. They do help me continue my activism in and around the New England states. We're going to get right to it here, guys. Enjoy the video. I'm now going to show you the events that followed, just to give you a heads up for my new followers, and also to let my old followers kind of go back and track and see what exactly transpired regarding this lawsuit and the complaints that I'm filing. Here's a clip of the Charlestown, New Hampshire saga. Enjoy. We'll get back to the complaints and my other filings soon after.
On October 14th, 2021, YouTuber and activist Press NH Now conducted a First Amendment audit at a government contractor in Charlestown, New Hampshire. It was an ordinary audit in most regards, but it would set off a chain of events that few could see coming, exposing a disturbing amount of corruption from the highest levels of local government to its very citizens. Press NH Now would lead the charge in bringing liberty to Charlestown, and this small New England town would never be the same.
I'm asking you what you have going on.
I don't care what you're asking me. I'm not going to answer you. Touch me again, I'll spray you with mace right in front of the chief. How about that?
Why are you going to spray me with mace? Turn around.
Guys, do not call Charlestown
Put
Police.
your hands behind your back.
The Charlestown Police Department.
Phone calls continue, jamming our phone lines for approximately 3 days. Non-stop.
You're live streaming with like 3,000 people, buddy. Go ahead.
Every one of them.
Go ahead.
Okay, now I have a question for you. If you're blocking the phone lines for 3 days, what are you doing wrong? That many people are calling? Really? And you see this as a fault of who? Not you? Really? Talk about denial. It ain't only in Egypt. Wow.
Do something, tough guy. So they trespassed me from every public building in Charlestown? That's not even legal, dude.
What does the chief have to do with this?
He's covering up crimes for his son. I know a lot more than you
Really?
guys know.
That is his son.
I don't give a who you are. You don't scare me. Your fucking
Griffin.
dad don't fucking scare me either. I know all about you, bro. But I'm gonna
What
take
do
this
you know
whole
about
fucking
him?
town down with me too.
Yeah,
Watch.
you ain't
Swing on me.
Trying to find a little kid.
So,
Dude, stop! Stop! Stop it!
Fucking mace me.
Go home. Go home. Go home!
I got arrested by you last week. I got assaulted by Jeff Lessels. Then I got my tires slashed all in 1 week, Connors. What's gonna happen next time? What's gonna happen tomorrow, Connors? All right, everybody, so we are going to start with the complaint, the initial filing of the lawsuit. To give you a quick update, I will also put them on the screen for you to read along, or you can pause and do it yourself. We're going to start with the complaint, like I said. It is under the United States District Court, District of New Hampshire, for Mark, the plaintiff, versus Charlestown, New Hampshire Police Department, and the defendants, Chief Patrick Connors, individually and in his official capacity, along with Dispatcher Serena Relihan, the dispatcher, the bail commissioner, who violated my rights and prior restraint for setting bail conditions, stating that I am not allowed to go to any public buildings in Charlestown. The amended complaint that I had to file, because I did add the bail commissioner later on, it does say, comes plaintiff Mark pro se and files this amended complaint pursuant to Rule 15 of the Federal Courts and Rules of Civil Procedure, incorporating bail commissioner David Tucker as an additional defendant. Plaintiff brings this action under 42 U.S.C. 1983, alleging that the violations of his First and Fourth Amendment rights by defendants who acted under color of law to unlawfully arrest, detain, and impose constitutional restrictions on his civil liberties. The introduction to this is plaintiff seeks redress for constitutional violations including unlawful arrest and detention without probable cause, unconstitutional bail conditions imposed by Bail Commissioner David A. Tucker, unlawful seizure of plaintiff's recording device violating his Fourth Amendment rights, retaliation for engaging in constitutionally protected news gathering and recording of public officials. Defendants' actions have created a chilling effect, discouraging plaintiff and others from exercising their First Amendment rights due to fear of retaliatory arrest or restrictive bail conditions. Jurisdiction and venue. This court has subject matter jurisdiction under 28 U.S.C. 1331 and 1343, as this case arises under the Constitution and federal law. Venue is proper in the District of New Hampshire under 28 U.S.C. 1391b, as the event given rise to this claim occurred in Charlestown, New Hampshire. The parties. Plaintiff Mark, as an independent journalist and resident of New Hampshire. Defendant Patrick Connor, Chief of Charlestown Police Department, sued in his individual and official capacities. Defendant Serena Relihan, dispatcher for Charlestown, New Hampshire Police Department, sued in her individual capacity. And defendant Charlestown Police Department, a municipal entity subject to liability under 1983. And including the defendant bail commissioner David Tucker, the official who imposed unconstitutional bail conditions on plaintiff. Here are my plaintiff statement of facts. On October 27th, 2021, plaintiff entered the lobby of the Charlestown Police Department to retrieve public records from Patrick Connor while live streaming on his YouTube channel, Press NH Now. Plaintiff explicitly instructed viewers not to call the police department. However, some viewers independently called to express concerns about police misconduct. Despite plaintiff's efforts to discourage his subscribers from calling the police department, Chief Patrick Connor and dispatcher Serena Relihan falsely accused him of inciting the calls and retaliated against him by facilitating his arrest. Plaintiff's arrest is facilitated by Chief Patrick Connors and based on the false accusations of dispatcher Serena Relihan was without probable cause. Plaintiff's conduct was peaceful and non-disruptive as evidenced by his evidential acquittal on all charges. I will put the link into the live stream of my trial that I was found not guilty over in Claremont, New Hampshire. Please go check that out at the end of the video. During the arrest, plaintiff's recording device was confiscated without a...
Hey guys, sorry to break in. Did you hear that? The charges were dismissed, which is what happens to a lot of this stuff because it's not legal. They do it because they think they can get away with it. You know, it's like, you know, you can't beat the ride, but you can beat the charge. You know, you're going to go for the ride downtown to be booked and jailed, but yet you can beat the charges. Now, I've said in the past that the officer should be the one that, you know, if the charges are dismissed, goes back on the officer. Let him deal with it. You know, why should they be, you know, excluded from this? They're the ones that started it. Let them be the ones finishing it. So, just wanted to point that out.
A warrant, a legal justification constituting an unlawful seizure. Plaintiff was subjected to bail conditions that prohibited him from entering any public building in Charlestown, New Hampshire, which further infringed upon his First Amendment rights by preventing him from attending town meetings, public events, and even the local library and town hall. A week later, plaintiff was also again arrested for allegedly violating these bail conditions by entering the town hall through this charge was later dismissed at arraignment. At trial, plaintiff was found not guilty of the charges of disorderly conduct and obstructing government administration, further proving that there was no probable cause for his initial arrest. Causes of action. Count 1. First Amendment violation against all defendants, including Bail Commissioner Tucker. The First Amendment guarantees the rights to free speech, press access, and public assembly. Bail Commissioner Tucker's restriction functioned as an unconstitutional prior restraint, preventing plaintiff from engaging in lawful news gathering and public discourse. Reed v. Town of Gilbert. The restriction was imposed as a form of retaliation against plaintiff for exercising his First Amendment rights, particularly his right to record public officials. See Glick v. Caniff. Losman v. City of Rivera Beach. Count number 2, Fourth Amendment violation against Chief Connor and Dispatcher Relihan. Plaintiff was arrested without probable cause, violating his Fourth Amendment rights. The warrantless seizure of plaintiff's recording device constituted an unlawful search and seizure under Riley v. California. At no time did plaintiff interfere with law enforcement duties, pose a flight risk, or engage in behavior that would justify a warrantless seizure under the exigent circumstances and doctrine. I'm going to read you off my demand letter that I sent over to the attorney of the Charlestown, New Hampshire Police Department. It is stated, settlement demand for violations of First and Fourth Amendment rights. Dear Attorney Burrows, Matthew Burrows is the attorney for Charlestown Police Department, Relihan, the dispatcher, and the Chief of Police, Patrick Connors. He is out of Concord, New Hampshire. Here's my settlement demand for violations of my First and Fourth Amendment rights. Dear Attorney Burrows, this letter serves as a formal settlement demand regarding my civil rights lawsuit filed against your clients, Chief Patrick Connor, Dispatcher Serena Relihan, and the Charlestown, New Hampshire Police Department. In the United States District Court for the District of New Hampshire, my complaint alleges violations of my First and Fourth Amendment rights, including unlawful arrest, retaliation for a constitutionally protected activity, unlawful seizure of my recording device. Factual and legal basis for my claims. The facts of this case are clear and supported by substantial evidence, including video footage and trial records. First Amendment violations. The First Circuit explicitly held that the right to record public officials and a clearly established constitutional right, my peaceful live streaming activities fall squarely within this precedent, and the retaliatory actions taken against me were unlawful. The unconstitutional bail conditions imposed upon me prohibited access to public buildings, further infringing on my rights to free speech, petition, and assembly. Fourth Amendment violations under United States v. Jones. The Fourth Amendment prohibits warrantless seizures like the confiscation of my recording device, making the action unlawful and unreasonable. The baseless charges brought against me were dismissed and I was acquitted at trial, further demonstrating the lack of probable cause and retaliatory nature of your client's actions. Bail restriction violations. Bail restrictions that bar access to public spaces must be proportional to the alleged offenses and justified by compelling government interest. In Timms v. Indiana, the Supreme Court reaffirming that the principle that legal penalties, including bail restrictions, must comply with constitutional safeguards. The blanket prohibition bearing me from entering all public buildings directly infringe on my ability to exercise my First Amendment rights, including freedom of the press, by preventing from attending public meetings, accessing government records, and reporting on matters of public concern. These conditions unjustifiably restricted my ability to fulfill my role as a journalist. Specific harm suffered. Your client's actions caused me significant harm, including emotional distress. The unlawful arrest caused severe anxiety, fear of retaliation, and ongoing emotional distress. Restricted rights. The bail conditions unlawfully barred me from entering all public buildings, not just public meetings, but the severely restricted my ability to exercise my rights to freedom of the press and access critical public resources, further infringing on my First Amendment rights. Financial cost. I have incurred the following expenses directly resulting from your client's actions: legal fees for defending against the baseless charges and addressing the unlawful arrest, travel expenses for attending court appearances, legal consultations and related proceedings, lost income and other financial losses by my ability to fully engage in professional activities during this time. I'm going to go right to the settlement demand that I am requesting. To resolve this matter without further litigation, I demand the following: monetary damages payment of $150,000, inclusive of compensatory damages of $50,000 for emotional distress, financial costs, legal fees, travel expenses, and lost income in the infringement on my constitutional rights. Punitive damages of $100,000 to deter future violations and address a malicious and reckless disregard for my rights. My non-monetary relief, I am requesting a written acknowledgement of wrongdoing by Patrick Connors, the Chief, Dispatcher Serena Relihan, and the Charlestown, New Hampshire Police Department. Mandatory training for Charlestown Police Department staff on public recording rights under the First Amendment, probable cause standards under the Fourth Amendment, reform of bail conditions practices to ensure compliance with constitutional protections, implemented within 6 months of my settlement. Litigation and public interest considerations. Should this matter proceed to trial, I will present compelling evidence, including video footage, trial records, and testimony to demonstrate the defendant's constitutional violations. I am confident a jury will find in my favor and award damages that far exceed the settlement amount requested here. With a significant following on my YouTube channel and growing public interest in cases involving police accountability, this litigation will likely draw even greater attention as it progresses. Prolonged scrutiny will further highlight systematic issues with the Charlestown Police Department and exaggerate the reputational harm to the clients. By resolving this matter promptly, your clients can mitigate further exposure and demonstrate accountability to the public. Settlement of this stage benefits both parties by avoiding the uncertainty, time, and expensive litigation, and it provides an opportunity to resolve this matter amicably while ensuring accountability and protecting your client's interest. Alternative dispute and resolution. I stated that mediation provides an opportunity to resolve this matter efficiently and confidentially, avoiding the expense and public publicity of litigation. A neutral mediator can also help facilitate a solution that addresses both parties' concerns. I am open to participating in mediation to explore mutually acceptable terms. His deadline response was, please respond to this settlement demand no later than March 3rd, 2025. Failure to respond will leave me no choice but to aggressively pursue all available legal remedies, including discovery and pretrial motions. I remain hopeful that we can resolve this matter promptly. Please feel free to contact me directly. I requested in any questions or concerns and to discuss potential terms of settlement. It is now mid-March, and his deadline for a response for my settlement offer and demand was dated for March 3rd. He did respond to my settlement offer. The district courts always like to have parties try to litigate outside of court rather than pursue and find a settlement agreement. As of March 3rd, which was the deadline for his response, he noted that I hope all is well. This email serves as a response to your demand directed to my clients and dated February 5th, 2025 is when I sent him the demand. In response to the demand and subject to Rule 408, the defendants are not making an offer at the present time. Should that change in the future, I will contact you accordingly. We will proceed forward in the normal course with the litigation. So apparently they have denied my request for a demand and settlement. They are wanting to pursue litigation and trial. I did tell the chief of police a while ago that if he was to resign, that I would possibly dismiss the case. He has yet to do so, and we are going to pursue vigorously to litigation regarding this matter. I am going to hold them accountable as much as I could, and I will be as transparent with this case as much as possible with you guys. I know people have been looking for updates for a while now, and here it is. So I do have a lot of discovery I have to get, witnesses and statements, a whole bunch of stuff I have to get from the court system and the prosecutor over in Claremont regarding this case for evidence to fight tyranny, and that is exactly what I'm going to be doing. I want to appreciate all of you guys following and subscribing to my channel. This is very important. I am trying to make case law possibly regarding this matter. And I need to also put pressure on Charlestown, New Hampshire Police Department regarding this matter. So I appreciate your support, guys. I think that's going to be it here for today. Please make sure you go like, share, and subscribe to my channel at Press NH Now. Also check out my playlist to see some of those videos you might not have seen in the past. Hit that like button, let all your friends and family know about my activism in and around the New England areas. Always check the description, all links are included. Donations are greatly appreciated. They do help me continue my activism in and around the New England states. We're going to end it off here until the next one. Press NH Now. Peace.
Okay, guys. So, the reason I was showing you guys this is what every American out there should be doing that has to tangle with these scumbags, these sovereign citizens that hide behind that qualified immunity, that thin blue line, that blue shield. It's ridiculous. You have mayors that are making up rules, city council members that are fighting amongst themselves because somebody doesn't do the right thing and they know better. It costs us money. Now, if you want to get into their pension funds, take the money out of there, cool. I got no problem with that. Be an idiot all day long. But when you're talking about my dollars, sorry, that's where I call, BS. That's enough. Anyway, guys, remember, always phone the police because they're not your friends. And I will talk to you guys on another one. Be safe, enjoy, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of you that have helped out in the subscriptions of my channel. Thank you.